Well, on this week's episode, we're doing a little deer hunting, and we're chasing the fuzz, so to speak. We're going after a velvet deer in western Kentucky.
Turkey Hunter is brought to you by Browning, the best there is.
Well, guys, we are in Kentucky, and deer season has opened today. We are excited. We left Tennessee this morning, headed this way. A buddy of mine in western Kentucky has invited us to go deer hunting. Archery season opened this morning. Can't really hunt the mornings here. There's crop, a lot of ag in this area, and you tend to blow the deer out. So we're going to hunt this afternoon. It's not going to get that warm today. It's just going to be about 80 degrees, which normally on opening day in Kentucky it's 90 degrees. So anyway, we're excited about it. Been running the Browning trail camera, seeing lots of nice deer. We're about to roll into camp here. We're going to shoot the bows and hopefully run a velvet deer through this afternoon. I know they're still holding their velvet. I've been looking at social media and seeing a lot of velvet deer got killed this morning, so we're excited. They should be doing it with this front coming through. What you think, Sam?
I'm excited.
You fired up?
Feels good to get back to stinging.
We're going to get here, get settled in, and get in a tree stand this afternoon. Opening day of Kentucky. We got to stand about 2:30. Come in this morning. Dove hunters. It's not too terrible hot today. Winds light and variable, so who knows? We'll just see what happens. Opening day Kentucky 2020. Well, as you can tell, it's extremely tight where we're sitting, and I really only have one place I can shoot, so if an opportunity arises, it's going to happen fast. It doesn't take long, and does start working their way towards a feeder. With about 45 minutes of light left, Kenny looks to the left and sees legs coming. I look down, and one of our shooters has slipped in on us and is standing right up under us. He eases into the cedars in front of us, and with the wind pushing right to them, the odds aren't looking to be in our favor. After about 15 minutes, I spot a deer in the cedars, and it's one of our shooters, and he's easing out to us. Oh, I shot under him. That's cool. Well, I got an opportunity opening day on the target buck, one of the target bucks, and I blew it. But that's bow hunting. It's tight in here, and they had us from the time they got here, and I just got very, very lucky. And he gave me an opportunity to come out, and one opening, I draw back, make sure it's him. Rush the shot right up under him. But that's okay, that's bow hunting. We're probably gonna get the guys to come get us. Push these deer on out. That way maybe we have a chance tomorrow afternoon. I can't believe we got a shot. They were on edge. Kenny seen legs. We got ready, and the next thing I know, the 9-pointer standing right under us. They're jittery. Wind's blowing right to them. I could feel the wind blowing to them. Finally, he couldn't stand it. He had to come out, and he did. He cut broadside right at the last minute. He took another step. I wouldn't have had no shot. And I just rushed it. Got overzealous, and it bit me in the rear end. But it's opening day. We got plenty more time to bow hunt.
Turkey Hunter is also brought to you by Indian Creek Shooting Systems. Midwest Turkey Call Supply, Replica Decoy Company, Apex Ammunition, Strut No More Turkey Totes, Vortex Optics, and Browning Trail Cameras.
Well, we back in the same stand where I missed one last night. A little difference in the day though. We come in here. Actually, them 2 bucks we were after came back in here last night at dark. They didn't feed this morning, so hopefully they'll be back this afternoon. They weren't spooked too bad, so we got a good wind today, and we got a breeze blowing, which is huge. We trimmed us a limb or 2, and I moved this stand. So Kenny's in a good spot where he can see everything that I can see, and that's big. The only problem is we're a little more open at that feeder right there. We're just going to have to be super still. It's about 2:45. Maybe we'll get lucky. We got an east-southeast wind, which is pushing it just like this. We did have some does come in right here yesterday, but our bucks come in from that way. If they do the same thing, they ain't gonna smell us. So, anyway, we're bow hunting. It's warm. It's not hot, but it's warm. Fingers are still crossed. Maybe I'll get to redeem myself this afternoon. As the sun starts to go down, the does start piling in. Then some small bucks start in, and I'm thinking to myself, this could happen. We have the right wind, and these deer don't have a clue that we are in the world. I notice these bucks are starting to get nervous, and they're looking past the feeder, so I start to get ready. And sure enough, right on cue, the big 8 shows himself. Well, the 8-point has his nose in the feeder. I know the 9-point has to be close. It's just so thick, I can't see where he is. Well, all at once, the 9-point steps out in the same place he did the day before. But this time, I know he's coming, and I have a clean window to shoot through. There. You gonna make it. Big 9 down, dude. You didn't make it easy. Burn him. Good shot. Dead. Dead right there, Bobby. We did it. Kentucky. Second day of the season. I missed a big 8 yesterday. Wanting redemption. We come in here, we had the right wind this afternoon. We moved the stand. We just made some minor tweaks and it paid off. The right wind. They come from the same place. They just come a little later. I could see the 8 up there with his nose in there, then I could see the legs, and then the 9 popped out, and I'm like, you better not do it this time, son. Whew, he was all of 10 yards, if that. Whew, let's go see if we can find him. There's our setup right there. I mean, literally 10 yards, if that. There's the air right here. And it is, I'm talking about, that's what they're supposed to look like now. Look at that. Thank you, Lord. There's no finer feeling than hitting a deer in the right spot. I got a little redemption tonight. I made a bad shot last night. Look at that. And I think I smoked the big 9, old Deadeye. See if we can find him. There he laid right there, Bo. Is that him? Is that his rack? Yeah, that's him. I knew he wasn't far from him.
Yeah.
There he lay.
There you go.
Whew, I'm talking about smoke, baby. God, what a buck. Look at this thing. Can't even swing around right there. Man, that's an awesome hunt. And an awesome buck. Look at this thing. That's a good deer, guys. Look at that. My second velvet deer here in Kentucky. Heck, he's a 10-pointer. He's got an extra sticker off his left base there, but what a great deer. And what a great hunt, man. Little Redemption was on the menu today. And I smoked this. I shot under that 8-pointer yesterday. Man, we were on pins and needles. We had a bunch of deer under us and just typical early season stuff, hunt and feed. And these guys showed up finally. They come down the same way they did yesterday. I could see the smaller bucks starting to get nervous, and I saw the 8-point, and he was at the feeder. And I got ready, and this deer, the 9, he skirted around in front of us. He actually come right up under us yesterday broadside. I had no idea he was there. I just happened to look down, bam, there he stands. But what a great deer. Look at that sample. That's a good name. Look at that velvet, it's almost white. Beautiful, beautiful buck. My second velvet deer, and I couldn't be more proud of him. Pretty freaking awesome.